Okay, today is Thursday, October 18th. We're getting full swing into cutting beans here. I haven't really had any breakdowns, had a couple minor things, broke some bolts on the cutter bar, nothing big. The wheat is all planted. I didn't get any footage of that. That was kind of a jump in and go kind of thing. I didn't have a whole lot of time. I do work away from the farm, so I just get to come home and farm in the evenings and on the weekends. So it's hard for me to get footage of everything. So things are going good. Yields are phenomenal. Couldn't ask for a better year so far. We've got 90, 120. We've got about 130 to 140 acres. No, 140 to 150 to 160 acres done. Sorry, I forgot about the farm we just finished. We're getting ready to move into one of our biggest farms. It'll take us 3 days to get through it, weather pending. So everything's moving along good. I'm waiting on the airlock to catch up with the holding bin now and get it dumped down, so when they do get started tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon, they're not caught up by the time I get home and I can keep moving. So I've got a little can of soybeans here. We're going to give it a little moisture test and I'll show you guys how we do that. Okay, so a little bit on how to test your soybean moisture here. You just take your can of beans without making a mess. Pour them in there until the weight comes up. Then you set your can over here. This little guy is called a moisture probe. Is not wanting to. There we go. That's how that works. It's fairly close to zero. Doesn't have to be perfect. I already know what these are, so I'm just showing you guys. So then you stick that in there, make sure it don't touch the bottom. And this is how we do it. This isn't how everybody does it. You want this. See, it says up. So you take a handful of beans here. And you just slowly drop some in there until you get your test weight where it needs to be. That button releases the beans into the tray, so then you're not testing those. You just dump these in here like so. You can see on here is set up for corn 3-ounce sample, wheat, oats, soybeans. We want soybeans, so you push your little button here. Okay, see where that's at. So now you turn your dial and put it where you want it. Now, yes, that is accurate. 14.2. Come over here. What does this guy say? Let's go to 15.2. So the moisture of this sample is 15.2%. Now don't everybody go freaking out. Why are you guys even cutting them beans? It's because I got this here bucket that is all the bean samples that we've taken. And this building that we're in is not the most moisture friendly. So, with that being said, y'all keep your drawers on straight. Yes, them beans tested 15.2. No, they're not going in the bin 15.2. The last test I took, that needle would have been about right there, 11.8, and add 1% moisture, 12.8. So that's how that works. This is our little seed office. We call it a seed shed, seed office. It's just a little building. Used to have CBs and everything. There's a CB bracket. That's where the antenna used to sit there. guess I could show you guys how to do test weight. So you take this guy here and you just kind of fill him up with some soybeans there. You want to get him as full as you can. Now, there's some math involved in finding test weight. And I'm sure somebody's going to criticize and say, well, you're doing it wrong. Well, that might be, but I'm just showing you guys how we do it. So, I don't care if you think I'm doing it right or wrong, because I just don't care. Get that as full as you can, pretty level with the top. Then, you want to take a metal object, sharp, good edge on it, an old ruler from Niagara Chemical Division. I have no idea. This has been in here as long as I've been alive. So on your tester, there are numbers. It's kind of hard to see, I know. Sorry. There we go. Now I know about what these are going to test, so I know where to put this to start. So I'm going to put it at 48 and see how well it balances. Okay, you can't really see it, but it's on 48 and it's balanced pretty well. Let's go back to 46. Okay, 46 is about perfect. So, I had it in the slot under the number 46, 40, 42, 44, 46. Had her right there. Okay? So you take and you dump this little guy out. Put it back where you found it so you don't get in trouble. Now, up here I have written test weight equation, multiply by 5, divide by 4. So you're going to take 46, which I cannot do that math right this minute because I cannot find a good pencil. So anyway, you take 46, multiply that by 5, and then divide that number by 4, and that's your test weight. And I believe it's going to be somewhere around, let's see, 46 times 5. Yeah, I think it's somewhere around 60, 58 maybe. I don't know. So, yeah. But that's about it for this video. Just wanted to show you guys how we test our moisture. We do have a little handheld tester that we keep in the combine, so don't everybody go freaking out. And we do try to keep this can upside down because you don't get mousies and miceies in there and all that fun stuff. And with that being said, let's walk out here after we shut the lights off, because I do believe it's like 11:30 at night and it's quitting time, and this holding bin has got to be about empty. You can see all the dust. Running out of battery here. I'll try to get this wrapped up. Give her a good little. Yeah, she's right about there in the cone, so we'll give it a few more minutes. Wind her down. This is our straight truck. It's a 1989 International cab and chassis. No, that's not two different colors. It just looks like it, but that's driving me insane. With a 1992 grain body. And I don't remember if that's a 18 foot or a 20, but it's a good old truck. So you can see the dust. beans go in there and they go out the bottom auger there. Run over there into the airlock. Then the airlock flows them into that grain bin back there in the shadow. Find all this crazy dust. So that's the operation for right now. Wheat's all planted. Got a little bit of cereal rye we're going to plant. And then we're going to start a little bit of fall tillage as long as we don't get too much rain here in the next day or so. So, somebody asked me one time what the hell that's for. And it is so we can dump this straight truck out of the coal chute because it has hinged doors, triplex doors. We can dump it in this and it don't go everywhere, it don't bounce all over the place. This is the inner shell to an old deep freezer. That's right. A little bit of a way to recycle some scrap metal. It's worked pretty good for the last 6 or 7 years, so we don't use this truck a lot. We primarily use the semi back there. But we do use it during harvest. That's about it. Thinking about this summer, this upcoming summer, come spray season, rolling the tarp over, strapping it open. Anybody that knows about these tarps know you can't drive down the road with it rolled up open because it'll blow away. I'm thinking about rolling the tarp over and putting 2 1,700-gallon fertilizer tanks in here and using that for a spray tender this year. I'm thinking. We're going to talk about it here and see what happens. So let's give this holding bin another good smack. It don't take very long to run out. Yeah, it's getting down there, so I think we're going to shut her down for the night. Everybody take care of yourself, take care of each other. God bless.